this session is about giving an overview about the OCI platform and what are the major services within OCI. This is about MindMajix, having 9 years of experience in training people on multiple technologies. So,
Mm-hmm.
as I have given introduction about me, I have approx 10 years of experience, and I have also worked on multiple technologies in Oracle, Oracle Database Administration, Oracle Web Logic Administration, and OCI Administration is my current skill, and my current project is also in OCI. Yeah, this is about me. I have worked on these technologies, database, OCI, WebLogic, Exadata. In SaaS, I have worked in Oracle Fusion, and in PaaS services, I have worked on Oracle Integration, Oracle Analytics, Visual Builder Cloud Service. These technologies I have worked on. I do have industrial experience on it. So I will try to cover these things as well whenever I go through the course contents. So I will give about a brief about OCI, what it is, what are the use cases of the OCI, and what are the major services within OCI. The course outline has already been given to you, and what are the OCI certifications that you can do. And this course is basically outlined to cover all the concepts of OCI Cloud Architect Associate Certification. I think that could be covered easily with this course content, but I will try to cover as much practical experience so that you can go with the higher certification like the professional architect as well. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think you would have created one free trial account. If not, I will try to help you to create one free trial account. Okay. So this is the course uh, major sections that will be covered. Basically, in Oracle Cloud Platform, we can focus on 5 major sections. Like first is compute, second is storage services, third is database services, networking services, and security services. Okay, so here I have given important services and their types. Like in OCI compute, we have virtual machines, bare metal computes. So in virtual machines, basically most of the projects they create virtual machines to deploy their application servers, web servers, all these things. Okay, and bare metal compute is basically used where client wants a dedicated hardware for their vendor, like dedicated hardware they want for their platform to for their project. Then in that case they can go with the bare metal option, which is much costlier in comparison to virtual machines. Most of the projects, more than 90% of the projects I have seen, they utilize virtual machines in their project. Okay, so that is
Okay.
the difference is that here in the virtual machines, the hypervisor and underlying infrastructure that is being managed by Oracle. In case of virtual machines, if you provision virtual machines, you will have to manage the virtual machines, but the hypervisor on which it is running, that will be managed by Oracle. But in case of bare metal, that hypervisor will also be managed by the customer itself. Okay, so that's the major difference here. Coming to the storage services, there are basically 4 types of storage services that are available within Oracle Cloud. First is block volume, file storage, object storage,
Data
database we can
storage.
call it, but again, database has ASM and all that, that is inbuilt into the database. Okay. So ASM storage that comes as a part of database service itself, that is not a part of OCI storage. Okay. So coming to database, in database we have multiple flavors available within Oracle Cloud. We have a database system, virtual machine database systems. We have autonomous database. Within autonomous databases, we have 2 types. One is basically autonomous transaction processing. Other is autonomous data warehousing. Other types are also nowadays being released by Oracle, like JSON databases are also there. So multiple types are there. Okay. And apart from it, nowadays Oracle is offering Exadata as a cloud service. So ExaCS, might be you have heard about it. ExaCS is the cloud flavor of the Exadata on-prem systems. Okay.
Okay.
So ExaCS nowadays it is heavily used in all the projects. Like people are using ExaCS directly. They can spin up ExaCS within 4 to 5 hours. Okay. So it is like setting up complete Exadata infrastructure on cloud within a span of 4 to 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Provided the networking has been set up previously. Okay. So it it's very less time consuming in comparison to on-prem systems. It takes very less time, and even less skilled experienced person can also spin up Exadata cloud service. That's
Mm.
the advantage in Oracle Cloud. So coming to OCI networking, this is the core of the OCI platform. I would say that this is the base. Like the first thing which is built into any OCI system is the OCI networking. Okay. And most of the clients would prefer to build their OCI networking as per the best industrial practices, which follows their security guidelines as well. So, OCI networking and OCI security, these two are the like base in OCI platform. So, any client would like to first of all focus their security part, that how secure is their OCI system. They would like to secure their OCI system first before they build it. Okay. So basically in OCI networking services, we have virtual cloud networks. We have a term called virtual cloud networks here. It is analogous to the networks whatever we would have created in on-prem systems. Uh, Similarly, we have an option here to create virtual cloud networks. We can create multiple virtual cloud networks within a single tenancy, and depending on the workload we can create multiple VCNs. Like for production VCN we can create one separate VCN. For non-production we can create separate VCN, like that. So depends on the client's workload, how are we segregating these, like how are we segregating the workload, and how are we interconnecting the VC and all those things. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So we have other identity and security area, where we have option of managing all the security related features, like there are Cloud Guard. Maybe you have heard about it. Cloud Guard is a Oracle tool that can be used to monitor entire tenancy. On the security aspects, it will monitor everything, and it will give you a report. It will give you a report if something is going out of CIS benchmark. It will create those alerts for you so that you can take care of those alerts and secure your tenancy. It
Okay.
works like that. So Cloud Guard can be enabled on entire tenancy, and it is done once only. Once you enable it your tenancy, it will keep on scanning your tenancy, entire tenancy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So in IAM, we manage the identity. Identity, that means we manage the users and groups and roles, permissions, everything. Whatever accesses related thing, we manage it within IAM. Identity and access management is a service within OCI, and all the uh, access related things that we can manage it within IAM. If there are any federation related things, that is also controlled within IAM. Okay, federation means if we want to federate, say for example, Azure AD to OCI connection. If you want to favorite, we can do it within IAM services in OCI.
Okay.
And now the third is VSS. VSS is like vulnerability scanning services. VSS will basically monitor the hosts and the ports. Like we can give a list of ports, and that will be monitored, and it reports what are the open ports on the hosts and what are the secured ports, so what ports are not secured. That will be monitored and scanned, and it will be generating a report which will be sent to the OCI administrators, and they can act accordingly. So it is also a tool available in OCI. That's I have utilized these sort of tools in other projects where we have enabled vulnerability scanning services. So if client is not using any scanning service, um, then in that case they can utilize this service as well. This is the OCI native service that they can utilize.
Okay.
Okay, so Oracle is also providing certificate services where we can create certificates for multiple OCI services and all those things, and we can manage it within OCI itself. So this is a new service which is given by Oracle, that they have given the option of creating certificates within OCI itself and managing also within OCI, like the rotation of the certificates, all those things that can be managed within certificate services. Next is the vault. Vault is basically used for uh, storing
Passwords.
important credentials. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like you might would have heard that there are some external third party tools like CyberArk where we manage the passwords and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So comparing to that, we have a service within OCI where we have the option of managing all those passwords and encrypt those passwords. Those options are available within OCI Vault service. Okay. So coming to firewall, OCI is basically giving its native firewall, which we call OCI. There is one OCI firewall service that can be deployed within OCI, and apart from it, there are firewall marketplace images available within OCI that can be deployed and built into OCI security layer. For example, there are checkpoint firewall marketplace image, there are Palo Alto firewall marketplace image. Using marketplace images, we can build a firewall and we can secure our tenancy. Okay. So these are the options that are available within OCI, and I will try to cover these things, whatever we can cover in free tier, that we can go through. So these are used by OCI admin, yes, on day-to-day basis.
Day-to-day basis, you create identity management users
Mm, mm,
that will
mm,
operate
mm,
the cloud, and then you create obviously storage and uh,
mm.
database
Yeah,
objects are created, and okay.
yeah. So if it is like any migration or implementation project, then um, from scratch you will have to provision everything like networking, compute,
Okay.
storage, everything. There will be nothing, but you will have to provision each and everything from your own and manage all those things.
So you create a compartment. How is compartments created? Does it mirror how it is in on-prem? Meaning, do you create one compartment for production, one compartment for testing, and one compartment for development, or do you create one compartment by region? For example, a company may be spread
No, no,
across.
no. Compartment is not regional. Compartment is basically tenancy wide. So once you create compartment within your tenancy, you will be able to see that compartment within all the regions in your tenancy. Okay. Say for example, you have a primary region and you have a DR region. Okay. And you have created one production compartment in your tenancy. So that production compartment will be visible in your entire tenancy. Even if you switch the region within OCI console, you will be able to see that compartment. So the compartments are not regional, that is basically uh, tenancy wide.
Okay.
Okay, and you have the option of creating multiple compartments environment wide. You can create it like production, development, UAT, test, like that. You can create. Some projects follow this segregation of resources. Basically, compartments are like where you are going to segregate the resources and how are you going to manage them. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean,
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
have separate databases for Europe. Some have, they
Yeah.
keep separate
So it
databases for
it
Europe,
totally depends
Asia.
on the client's workload. How are you
Oh,
going to define
okay.
the compartment structure?
Uh-huh.
That totally depends on the client's workload. How scattered or how like complex is their services. Say for example, some clients will be there who will be utilizing PaaS services like Oracle Integration Cloud, Oracle Analytics Cloud. VBCS like this, right? So for
Uh-huh.
them, you can create a separate compartment like PaaS, where you will be just managing the PaaS services, right?
Okay.
So there will be some uh, compartments where you will be just managing the database. So in that database compartment, you can provision all the database related stuffs like BMDB, ATP, ADW, all those things, right? In
Okay.
compute compartment, you can manage all the things related to compute, all the virtual machines, everything, right? In networking compartment, you can manage networking related stuff. So like this, we can also create compartment structure, or we can also go with the option of segregating it environment wise, like production, dev, SIT, UAT. That also we can do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever structure we will follow, that we will have to control it using OCI policies. Like we will have to write OCI policies to control access on those resources whatever are present within those compartments.
Okay.
So basically, I have seen the structure of having compartment structure like there is one networking, compute, database, uh, okay, pass, and security. Like this compartment structure has been made and resources have been deployed into that. Basically, this is done because once this is built, uh, when it is going into the BAU phase, at that point of time, different teams are managing them. So maybe we have created one networking compartment, and now we have created one network admin group where we have allocated 4 to 5 network admins, right?
Yeah.
From OCI platform, they will be managing the networking related stuff. Like in most of the services company, they have experts in their area. Like for storage, they will create storage admins. For networking, they will create network admins. Database, they will create database admins, and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to manage this level of control, compartments are created in this structure, and then we can create
So
groups
which is easier?
accordingly, and then we can manage it using OCI policies. So there are course resources which I can suggest. In OCI, we have the documentation. If you open the OCI documentation, you will get all the things related to you.
Mm.
Let me show you where you will getting the OCI documentation, how you can utilize them. So, uh, okay, so as I have told that there are multiple services available, like you can see compute. If I go to compute, these are the services that you can utilize. Mostly we have we work with these instances. We create instances, compute instances. We try to create compute instances, you will be able to create virtual machines. Create instance, you will be able to create virtual machines here. Okay, so you were telling about the compartment, so this is the compartment that is here. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you create your free tier, you will get one root compartment. Okay, and there will be one compartment like this manage compartment for PaaS. It will come inbuilt with your tenancy, and you can create compartment as per your choice. Like here I have created one development compartment here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I have the option of creating multiple other compartments within my tenancy, so I can create that. Okay,
Okay.
so
What is,
w-
I mean, this
yeah,
name was given by yourself, managed compartment?
yeah, this
Okay.
name has been given by me. Yeah, this
No, I
name has
mean
been given
managed
by.
compartment for PaaS. Is
This
that?
is inbuilt compartment that whenever you create a free trial account,
Mm.
uh, it will create one compartment for you,
So
right?
help me with what is platform as a service? What?
So platform as a service, basically, I have told you there are few database services like autonomous databases. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is a part of platform as a service where
Okay.
you get the database, but you will not be able to log into the database server.
Okay. You'll get
Right.
the database to create your own schema and so on.
Yeah, you will get the database. So you were asking about the PaaS services, right?
Yes.
So within PaaS services, we have multiple things. Like if you see here, let me show you a few PaaS services. This analytics and AI, right?
Uh-huh.
You can see one analytics cloud service here. This is like PaaS service. Once you
Okay.
provision it, you will get a endpoint, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or a URL. That URL you can utilize to run this service, or access this service, but you don't have control that. Say for example, in on-prem we utilize SOA services, right? So SOA services can be transformed into integration services here, right? We have developer services, we have integration here. Let me show you. Application integration. So this integration services, this is analogous to the SOA services in comparison to on-prem. So once you
Okay.
provision these integration instances, you will get one URL to access it, but you don't have the option of logging into those servers because the servers behind this service is managed by Oracle.
Oracle. Okay. So
So
you only get the requisite access for doing
yeah,
your
yeah,
work.
yeah. Yeah, see, this is very easy to create these things, right? But
Mm-hmm.
again, managing these things is done by Oracle. So
Correct.
PaaS,
So what?
PaaS things, this is being managed by Oracle.
Correct, correct. So what do you get for PaaS service? As a PaaS service, what are your options? I can get a database. Do I get
Yeah, you can get autonomous databases. See, in
okay,
Oracle database, you have the option of autonomous databases, right? You
okay.
can create autonomous databases here. Autonomous database, data warehouse, JSON, and transaction processing. Major three types of databases, whatever I have called earlier.
These are
You
all
have the
PaaS.
option of this. So this is one of the PaaS service,
Okay,
autonomous database. You will
okay.
get the URL,
Mm.
but you will not get the server itself to log into it, right?
You mean you don't see the SQL prompt?
You will get the SQL server, SQL developer prompt, but that will be on the browser. Okay.
I see.
Uh,
Okay, I got
on
it.
the browser you can access it. There will be one endpoint for accessing that SQL developer as well. Okay, SQL developer on the web, maybe you have heard this term, so you
Yeah.
can access it over web. Okay, that you can access it. Also it can be accessed using SQL developer, which developers generally use it, and for
Mm.
that basically you will have to create it within the private subnets or public subnets also you can create, but that can be accessed using SQL developer. They will have to install SQL developer in their machines, and then you will have to provide the cloud credentials to them. Okay.
Infrastructure as a service versus PaaS. That was
No,
where I was
no, this
confused.
this autonomous database is not infrastructure as service.
Correct, correct,
Basically,
correct.
infrastructure as service, you can call this one
Bare metals and
bare metal, virtual machine
VM.
DB. This one, Oracle based database service. Okay, if
Okay.
you spin up this one, you will get, if you create this DB system, you will
Uh,
get one DB server and the IP address of that database server. Okay, so you
okay.
can log into that database server directly and you can work like on-prem, right? Whatever you have
Mm.
managed in on-prem systems, same way you will have to do it here. Like here you will be responsible for everything whatever you have done in on-prem,
So
like
when do
core
you make a
DB
choice?
activities.
Correct.
Hmm?
When do you choose between PaaS and
Mhm,
infrastructure? Meaning, see, I'm currently so used to using database in my on-prem. I know what
mhm,
my alert log looks like. I whatever
mhm,
problem
mhm,
I
mhm,
get, I will see my
mhm.
alert logs.
So that depends on the client's requirement, right?
Correct.
If client is like asking you that most of the control should remain within client's tenancy itself, in that case we can go with the IS services mostly, or ExaCS services. ExaCS services also, you get the node. You can log into the database nodes,
Mm,
uh, right? And but you will not be able to log into the storage nodes. In on-prem, if you create it, you have full access in Exadata. You have option
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
log
yeah.
into the database nodes, you have option to log into the storage nodes, you have
Mm,
option to control InfiniBand,
correct.
power distribution units, everything you can control within on-prem. But in
Mm,
ExaCS, you will just get compute nodes IP address to log into the compute nodes. And okay,
mm-hmm.
so that's it. In ExaCS, you get the IP addresses for the compute nodes, but for storage nodes, you don't have any visibility.
Okay. See,
Okay.
yeah, I get the picture. Because usually when problems, I mean, when things are going fine, no problem. Customer is very happy. But when things go
Mm-hmm.
wrong, that is when they remember they have a DBA.
Yeah, so
So,
for that option, most of the
uh,
clients will go through this option, DB system, right? So that they have their full control with them, or if they are not using DB system, they will at least go with the Exa CS option, so that they can able to log into the server and manage their things themselves. Otherwise,
okay.
they can go with autonomous or ATP, ADW databases if they have less DBA expertise within their team members, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can go with that because for that patching, maintenance, everything is been managed by Oracle.
Correct.
And if you go with this option, you will have to patch these database servers. You will have to maintain these database servers. If the database server goes down, then you will be responsible. Like the DBA who is managing it in OCI, he will be responsible to recover it.
Correct.
In
Okay.
case of autonomous database, if it goes
Oracle.
down, then Oracle is responsible. They
Correct.
will give you the option, they will recover it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the like depends on the client's requirement. I will try to basically cover these two use cases. Mm,
Set
how
up
we
high
can
available.
do this
Yeah.
migrate Oracle database to OCI and set up how we can set up an high available application in OCI, create multiple VMs, interconnect them with load balancers and then configure them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here I have taken a snip from the Oracle's website where these are the use cases like in which projects they have utilized OCI. Say for example in Cognizant they have utilized hmm, this OCI platform, okay,
Mm-hmm.
to deploy their workload in Oracle Analytics Cloud, right?
Okay.
So like this, okay. There are
Wow.
multiple use cases, and in OCI official documentation, there are industrial use cases given as well.
Okay.
Like which company has utilized which architecture and all that. There are reference architectures that we can go through how a separate workload has been transformed into OCI. Multiple documentations are available there, so we can study them, go through them. We have those options.
Okay.
So see
Mm-hmm.
here it is built and deployed. If we go into this section, we will get okay, how here we can see about the different solutions. Okay, say for
Mm-hmm.
example, this one migrate VMs from AWS and VMware to OCI. So there will be use cases. You can see this. Some diagram is given here, some architecture is given here. They have given this. Okay, so once you create your free trial account, maybe we can practice any use case. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks a lot for joining.